I'm doing a video of one of my pieces of work I did at university. That was called the actual thing was called Two Rooms, where we had to make two separate rooms, showing different effects that we can perform. Well, as it runs. At the moment, I'm just going through with the thing, so you can just have a quick look around. Have a look around like this. I'll go into main view now and play it. Here we go. Now, on the thing, I put some particle effect dust in the central area. I have a rotating, transparent kind of like beams coming down. These don't have collisions because they were supposed to just be sensors. I put, just to show that I could do moving textures, I made a glowing sand-like effect that drains towards the grinder in the middle. At the moment, I was going to make this into kind of like a death barrier. That's what it's made for if it was put into a main game. But at the moment, you can just jump on it and spin around like crazy, going at the same speed as everything else. But jump onto this, jump off. Then the thing was two rooms, as I said. We had to make two separate areas. First one was down there with all the sand, the glowing sand, and particle effects, the rotation effect to give, and the moving textures. Then into the second room, I thought I would show off my ability of lighting, model making my own set of doors, warning lights, textures onto the each individual objects are mine. And then I made this little tiny computer that it's not as good as you would see in main AAA games or anything, even in indie games, but I made it and even put, as I was actually making the game, or making the level, I used the actual UDK as a little screen, as if it's an actual windows of them actually working on it, as if it was showing the blueprints and then showing like a kind of security camera. Going around, I made signs like these danger machine warning signs. These little glowing areas I made myself. Even toxin signs, and the transparent floor. That the only lights that are actually fueling the bottom here are the light coming from the sand and the lights coming from up here that are shining down to give off that's the industrial area where no one is supposed to be at that point of time, and the upstairs where everything is being sorted, where the workers work. And I called this the scientist's machine, as if the glowing blue sand, or I called it a glowing blue crystal, that was being grinded down, transported up, moved into the machines, moved across, and into the machines back here to be transformed into energy, and putting the computers down as if the workers would work on here to check the flow of the energy. But if this was part of a full game, I would have it so the player would start out in the middle, slowly sliding forwards because of the sand, and seeing how the spinning blade, someone were trying to evade it, and noticing that this thing is coming up and down. The person would most likely try to jump over the spikes onto the lift coming up, working on these machines to maybe in a certain sequence to actually stop the machine working, and the doors open up to have some type of enemy coming out to try to stop you from breaking the machine, to stopping their evil plot of turning the crystals into energy to use on some kind of evil weapon of mass destruction, and allowing a person to escape via that hatch that is on both sides. One of them will be opened up, and maybe have the whole room go dark red with glowing sirens showing there's some kind of trouble with the machine. And I hope what I've done so far is okay to a standard. I thought it was okay, and how I was able to put each thing together and have everything turning, moving, textures was all going fine. And thank you for watching. This is Callum.Gamer signing out.